Hello guys, it's Alex here. Today we're gonna do an account review slash advice. I've been playing my Alliance Mates account Commander Spock for a week. He asked me because he was on holidays, and he also asked me to give him some advice on what to build and what I see that I could do different on his account. I think this could have value for a lot of people that don't have the specific account from Commander Spock but do similar things. So let's get into it. So the first thing I would change how I approach this account is hoard less, and mostly in a few things. Getting to this account, I saw like this account was very stringent on who would be brought to Gear Tier 18. You have so many pieces of this that you could bring more characters that you use in important game modes every day to Gear Tier 18, and you will still have enough hoarded for the next great character that will surprisingly get into the game. I'm looking mostly these that are like mutant, bio, and mystic that tend to be the most scarce. So I would pretty much bring everyone to Gear Tier, not everyone, but more people to Gear Tier 18. I wouldn't save hundreds of those. I would save like 66. 3 pieces from each could bring most characters up. Let's say 88, because I'm also buying the passes and those reward more Gear Tier 18, so I'm getting more of those. You don't necessarily need to hoard excessive amount of this. And another thing is about like the red stars. It's crazy how much I spent, like more than 1,000 of those, because I know how abundant they are, and they are here. Like everyone could be at 7 red. You don't need to save those things. It's weird to, like, when I checked on the new team that was here, Max Romani. Why didn't you open a 7 red for Pandapool? You have so many of those. And there were so many. So basically, for these two, the game has moved to diamonds. So red stars are thing of the past. You don't need to hoard them. The game has moved to crimson gear. TL gear is a thing of the past. You don't need to hoard it. I get it, saving gear tier 19, but even then, you have like all those stuff here hoarded. You opened them. Amazing. He has like a couple of hundreds of those, especially this. That maybe will bring you ready to bring a couple of characters up that you could use right now. Special characters like Apocalypse and Super Scroll could use Gear Tier 19 right now. You know you're gonna bring them. Black Knight. You don't need to wait for those. I would bring like your arena team and then go city and buy continuing like this. Also, there were like many characters like Eternals even that have the levels but don't have the gear. This gear is very abundant. I get that Mystic is a little bit scarce, and I wouldn't like go into, if I were approaching this account, I wouldn't get into it and start getting everyone up. I would pick firstly like the last rate teams. We will get to this. This is very. It was very annoying to me watching how the saved quads were, because I was trying to find like a war team to attack or a Cosmic Crucible team to attack, and even in arena, and you have teams that were there for I don't know how long, and you have to scroll all the way down to find the team, and sometimes they are not even saved. So when I was going here, I would see here in every one of them. Doesn't need to happen all of this in a day. You could take this and then like this, like fuck blitz. You don't need to. You could see here which teams haven't I used in 6 months. Delete all of them, delete. And I would start saving some. Let's not save it for now. It's on my account. And I would start saving the new teams. Like you can't even find a team if you want to look how to build them. Like I saved this team. What teams are like? So there are no raid teams here if you want to look for their size, or like secret defenders aren't here. Are some weird teams that nobody's using, and not the teams that you want to check very at a quick glance and not have to go in here and find secret defenders to check. It's a lot faster to have them saved in a proper way and not have clutter like so many saved squads that you might forget to use some things I think in War Offense and Cosmic Crucible Offense because you could just haven't have them saved and you use what you see there. So this was very confusing for me. I would just delete everything and save the new squads and have them organized either by size, like biggest to smallest team, like biggest on the top and smallest on the bottom. You can just press this and it moves. Or newest to oldest. So if you have them here on top, you could very quickly take a look on the 2-3 most recent teams and see if you want to build them higher because they're needed to be the focus. I would look like raid teams if I want to check who to build, let's say. So let's say Bifrost, I think they're very good. They don't need to go any higher. They're probably getting replaced. Also, there's a lot of T4s hoarded. I would hoard like enough of everything as a general principle. So one great character that they may surprisingly release, I have enough to bring them up to the highest gear possible. If you have enough T4 for that I think are less than 800. If you have enough gear tier 18, if you have enough ISO, like you have 12 million. I never have like more than 3 million saved. And 4, I see those and I start looking at the roster. And okay, this could be at level 4 if they also get the gear. But there are characters that basically in my count, everything that is used will be at level 4 ISO. I have enough for those. Why isn't C at level 3? Why isn't Spider-Woman at level 3? And if you go down here, core could be level 3. Level 3 is the cheapest. Like, it doesn't take more than half an hour to do all those characters. Like, all those are very, like, it's nothing to put like this. You have hundreds of those saved. You have hundreds of the... let's say level 3, okay. Like, characters that are used, put those here. You have more than enough, generally speaking. And if you see here, it's like only 15 millions, okay. But here are like a lot of orbs that will give, let's say you need a program. Will give those. So I think like not having level 3 is just a waste almost. Like if you have them saved, why not use them in characters that you're using right now? And all those could be level, at least level 3 ISO blue, if not level 4 Everyone that's used in Arena will be level 5, Gear Tier 18, level 100, and everyone that's used in Raids is minimum level 4, have many T4s on them, and let's check the raid teams so this video doesn't take too long. Then it's Pegasus, okay? Let me see here. Pegasus also great, he could easily go to Gear Tier 18, he's a nice character, but they're great. Also, okay, the force here are not something that is needed. Then you have Extreme, which is a great team everywhere and will have some longevity in the game. So I brought Nightcrawler to Gear 18. Why not Forge? Forge is an amazing character. He does revive other people. The Force are great. Next I'm gonna check for diamonds, but let's go for the other teams. Like a new war team, like Out of Time. Those were level 85, but were gear tier 13 or 14. Why not put the gear on them? And Captain Carter, Captain America, they will have so long. They will have a huge longevity as war team since you have spent so much gold to bring them at this level. Spend also the gear, like gear tier 18. You have so many of them. You have those here sitting. You for the stat changes, it's totally worth it to put the gear on characters like this, like the 2-3 newest raid teams and war teams. If you are not don't care about Crucible, then we can check like make some money. I brought them to a basic level, but you could easily bring like. We need to see, of course, who the best characters are, but like everyone to gear tier 16, 17, and you have Logan as gear tier 18, who's the best character. Maybe this C4 is nice, since you have so many save. So newer characters will get those. Let's say it's like Hive Mind that I wanted to build higher. So you can sim the raids and you can use them in War and Crucible. Even if you don't want to compete very high on this, you get like Red Goblin is an amazing character that has a revive. Gear tier 18 is I would also bring Venom. This team is so important to do a lot of damage and gain speed bar from Carnage that and I would maybe put like ISO 5 on someone. Carnage maybe, since you have so many of them sitting. This would make the raids simmable, would make them great in war, would make them great in Cosmic Crucible, they give some uses, and then it's Spider Society, correct? This she could go gear tier 18, at 3 diamonds, she will wreck everyone. Technically, since you have so many of those safe, you could bring everyone to gear tier 18, but since we also have the new raids and everything, but at least one more, like Ghost Spider, she will do so much damage. If you see people dying in the raids and you see always Pav dying or B Parker, maybe bring them a little bit higher. Yeah, so put more gear to 18. Apocalypse, why hasn't he like a third diamond? What are you gonna do with those? Like put the diamonds on Apocalypse here. He's a character who's getting a lot of use. Let's also check like diamond promotions. Like 1 second. Let me see who I would bring at diamonds as I'm looking at the account. Promotions, let's say. Okay, Apocalypse to 3, since there are not so many dark diamond characters that are competing that are worth it. Gambit to 2 would be a nice choice. Kang to 2. Maybe even Noir if you have enough of those. Because if you start opening those orbs here, you will get more of the next one. Then you get more of The next one, you also promote your characters that you're using. Like every why not promote every character to 7 red that you are using like Deadpool? Deadpool needs to be at level. Let's buy this just to make Deadpool, because Deadpool needs to be at. She's a newly reworked character. Every character that you're using on War or Crucible or anywhere, make them 7 red. You have enough for those. If you start opening those, then you can make those silver diamonds and bring more people to higher diamonds. Even if you don't open all those, if you start opening those here, and then start opening only the Elite Sixes to give you more of those, to also promote characters, this will be gone very soon and you have an excess of them. Let's check diamonds. So who else could get the diamond now? Goswalder Robbie wanted diamonds, especially. Why not bring him to Gear 10? I think he's a great character. He will use him in City. Maybe Miss Warrior Highlights, although now it's a bit too late for them. But 1 diamond is not so expensive. Carnage could get a diamond. And then newer tunes when you put stars to them. Like Icarus at least, bring him to Gear 17. You have Mystic Gear. He can be great. What else? ISO 5. Let's see. What would bring? ISO and ISO 4. So you have like ISO 4. Carnage could get ISO 5. Have Craven, but I'm a weirdo with Cosmic Crucible. I get Craven being staying at 4. Venom. Volsus, since you have brought him so far, and he's a candidate for Dark Dimension 7, if you are thinking of going this way. Maybe Dormammu, since he eventually will get to Gear Tier 19, probably for the next one, and he's used in Arena offense right now. Also, like Arena. I found this account like 110 or something like this, and by doing like 2 or 3 attacks per day, I brought it to 17. Just by knowing what to use in every case. So you use Dormammu if there's no Dormammu, or generally you use Dormammu here. Like if you go here, you see it's not even. Why not delete all those teams and start with the teams that you know you are gonna use? It will take you like 1 hour to organize everything, but then every time you try to go into a battle, it will save you 1 minute, so it will pay off. So this theme works here. Let's pause the video until we win. Let's start here. Then we pause. That is not that much of a long fight, I think. Because Allman Logan stand here. And then you can get to work. Then you kill Allman Logan and just by using the correct counters that you have to search once every like 3-6 months, and then you can get more power cores per day. Did change the defense here. Did also change the defense here. Let's check again. ISO 5. I would bring. So a quick silver, but he's a bit too late now. He needs to have some dark promotions to have on him, and he's not the best character for dark promotions. There's too many of them right now. maybe some raid tunes. I could go ISO 4 on Icarus 30 if you're really using them, on War and Crucible defenses, which could use a little bit of an update. Like them, they are the newest Cosmic Crucible offense. Daken could get an ISO 4, the best war offense or defense. And like, why not bring him to ISO 3 at least? Like, there's so many characters that will get ISO, and you have enough of them right now. The ISO, I mean. It's not so much specific tunes that are neglected. Okay, you could put a little bit of a love the people that are reviving, like a Red Goblin and Forts, maybe even to one diamond. What else is HOARD? That's weird, because you don't really need those. Here, you could get more of this. Yes, to open those. To start bringing gear TR19, nice. Those were actually very helpful to be hoarded, because I brought Quenom day one and it was at 5 stars. I brought her to 7. Even like those here award gold orbs and were short of gold, so that's why I opened them. There were like 200 of those or more. Those award a little bit of gold, so I slowly opened them. But mostly with new tunes I would change this, so don't necessarily spend all the gear tier 18 to every tune that I have that is not one of the best raid and war teams, that could all go to gear tier 18 and you still have enough. But every new team that's important, like a Alpha Flight. Alpha Flight could be gear tier 18, ISO 5, all the T4's done, very quickly to go to bring us better rewards. I guess they would work like have only 2 of them to gear tier 18. Let's check a little bit War and Cosmic Crucible and then we'll close this video. Like, as I said, with save squads are very confusing. I was trying to do a war attack and I couldn't find, like, I didn't use Undying most of the wars because they are lowly built, so I don't find them when so let's say I wanted to attack me, okay? Here, and I look what I have available. There's no Undying, so I forgot to use them. And they're also not saved, like if you want to go here, where I'm dying, I'm taking up to here, okay, they're here, but there is not Zombie Juggernaut. It's a weird team. You have to scroll to find like some teams like that are actually good, like Nowhere. Why do I have to scroll so far? I may forget to attack with them. Here isn't I. Like, delete all the people above. You're never using them. Like those 2 teams that I saved. They weren't even saved to attack. Yeah, a little bit of organization. Also on defense, like everyone could go to 7 stars and ISO 4. I have told this already. I brought a couple of them. But like teams like Young Avengers are so outdated now. Or Heroes Guardians, at least put like Vol in here and a better IB and have a Valkyrie small, her passive prop. Those two I think are great, but they're a little bit small for the level of war we're playing. So I keep one of those and build the other one a little bit higher. In my account, I did put them here. Here were rebirth, so you couldn't use the three new tunes with the three new tunes without the other two kind of suck. So it was a double waste because you had a rebirth here and they weren't really doing anything on defense. And you have Black Knight, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Starbrand, and even with Apocalypse they weren't great on offense. A or at least worse than the full team would be. I did put them here to see if they will do. I wanted also to check with my account against them and to have at least one team updated. They were like Black Order here. I get if you want to use them on offense, they're fun. And they counter a lot. Like even they like you could put here something better like a pretending tank, even if like someone with a lower value like a where is he, even you have to scroll because they're not super organized, a like absorbing man, like remove him, put absorbing one, a now they like this, it's a placement. Now Dark Hunters doesn't work that well against them. Even like Weapon X, if it's like a Panzer Cross, it may struggle. A also Quicksilver could go in there. A but generally it's a team that's very easily beaten now. A like what do we have available here? You can't even when I want to organize my defenses, let's say, I check my 13 best war offenses that I see that I have enough, and then I see what to do else I have left. It's a bit confusing even to navigate this to what to use. Like maybe Super Troll is great on defense, and Extreme are great on defense. A Spider Society are great. A what else we have? Dormammu could go with a in here with some like with Wall and better Bill and replace those three. It makes a much stronger team, and like Vol and better Bill aren't that great on offense or as a Bifrost on defense. I like them on offense, they punch up a lot. What like they are great like Secret Defenders. I think, I'm not 100% sure because of the way they're organized, that if you count your 30, like if I wanted to take this and make a good war account, I would organize them very nice here, like the best teams. I can even do it from here and have them like the 13 best offenses. I have some scraps left that I can use as a 14th team. And then whatever remains that I can use, I put them on defense. Probably some can get updated. Like I didn't even use like Spider Society on offense most times because they're kind of small. They're not on the top of the roster, so I don't see them. But nowhere else are great on defense. If you put especially if you put Super Scroll with them, a yes. Okay, I spoke a little bit about war. Let's go Cosmic Crucible. I did change the defenses that were like outdated. Also, the rooms changed. I did put the new rooms. I didn't say the war defense that much. And the same thing in here. Okay, I did put mine, some defenses here that I wanted to check if they also work at a lower level. I don't think they take too much from offense. So defense, you're good. And they were getting defensive victories. Also in Cosmic Crucible, even if you don't much enjoy it, on this level, many people don't even attack. So if you do all your attacks and you clear everything, very likely you're gonna win. And at least for me, it was important to at least get some diamonds. Like have an opportunity for my account to get more diamonds. I don't think it's super challenging to go there. To at least barely stay here. I also didn't like Crucible that much, but I did build up a Superior 6 for the season that I started to put diamonds because I wanted the diamonds, and I was winning so much that I started to like it. Yes, so if you want to attack here, like who I have like Eternals with New Wars. When New Wars is a Cosmic Crucible team, then you have to find like there's no Master of Evil, maybe use them. I don't know. Maybe use them on offense. Like some organization to have some teams to and do the same thing. So see to have like 6, 7 good attacks and then put everything that's good that remains on defense. That's it for now. Let me know if you have any questions. If I forgot to comment on something, I think the video already went very long.